Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where we don't waste your time with dealership rehearsals, we don't recycle boring marketing lines, and we don't sugarcoat cars. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe, because here you'll always get the raw, unfiltered truth about the machines that actually matter. And today, the machine in question is a monster, a car that blends executive luxury with track-ready aggression. We're diving into the 2026 Audi RS7 exterior. Now let's not kid ourselves. The RS7 has always been one of those cars that blurs the line between sensible four-door practicality and fire-breathing sports car insanity. The 2026 model takes that formula and dials it up even further. Audi didn't just throw a facelift on the old one and call it a day. They've sharpened the edges, modernized the tech, and added a new layer of electrification to keep it relevant in a world that's shifting toward EVs. But before we get under the hood, let's start where most people fall in love. First up, the way this thing looks. Standing in front of the RS7, you immediately get that "don't mess with me" vibe. The grille is still massive, as you'd expect, but it's even more sculpted now, with honeycomb mesh that looks like it was carved out of obsidian. Audi's laser headlights have been reshaped into a slimmer, more aggressive design, almost like the eyes of a predator waiting to pounce. There are sharper creases across the hood that give it an even more muscular stance, and the air intakes on either side are functional, not just for show. They feed the cooling system and make the front end look wide, low, and absolutely ready to tear up asphalt. If you park this car anywhere, you don't need to say a word. The front alone announces its presence loud and clear. Move around to the side, and that classic RS7 silhouette is still very much alive. That long sloping roof line, almost coupe-like in its elegance, flows seamlessly into the back. It's one of the few sedans that manages to look this athletic without compromising its luxury appeal. The wheel arches are widened just enough to show off those massive 22-inch alloys, and Audi offers new wheel designs that range from sleek to downright aggressive. The side skirts are lower and more angular this time, adding to the sense that this car hugs the ground. And thanks to a slightly longer wheelbase, the proportions are spot on. It's one of those cars where you look at it parked from the side and just nod your head, like, yeah, that's exactly how a performance luxury sedan should look. Swing around to the back and things get even more dramatic. Audi knows that RS buyers want something that looks different from the standard A7, and the RS7 delivers. The taillights stretch seamlessly across the rear with a continuous LED light bar, and you get those sharp digital OLED signatures that can even animate when you lock or unlock the car. It's subtle flexing that only Audi can pull off. The rear diffuser is bigger and bolder, with real aerodynamic function, not just decoration. And then there's the exhaust setup with those massive oval tips, signature RS. Except now, depending on your trim, you can spec an active exhaust that's electronically controlled, giving you either civilized whispers or full-on thunder when you mash the pedal. The rear end is aggressive without looking tacky, and it balances the elegance of the RS7's shape with the rawness of what it can do. Interior: step inside, and the story shifts from aggression to sophistication. Audi's interior game has always been strong, and the 2026 RS7 is no exception. The cabin is wrapped in the kind of materials you expect in a six-figure luxury car: Valcona leather, Alcantara headliner, carbon fiber inlays, and brushed aluminum trims. The seats are RS-specific sport buckets with bolstering that hugs you in place, yet they're still comfortable enough for long-distance drives. You don't get punished for owning a performance car. Instead, you're pampered while being strapped in. In front of you, the Audi Virtual Cockpit has been updated with sharper graphics, faster refresh rates, and customizable RS performance layouts. You can see G-forces, tire pressures, lap times, and even a power distribution gauge for the hybrid system. The dual center screens carry over from previous models, but the software is smarter, cleaner, and more responsive. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are wireless, and the voice assistant is finally smart enough to handle natural commands. Audi has also upgraded the ambient lighting system, and at night, it transforms the entire cabin into something out of a high-tech lounge. Space in the back is improved thanks to that longer wheelbase, so you can actually put adults back there without cramping them up. And the hatchback trunk design means it's genuinely practical. You can carry more luggage than most sedans in this class. Performance. But we all know the RS7 isn't just about looking good or being comfortable. It's about what happens when you press that start button and wake the beast. The 2026 RS7 now comes with a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8. But it's paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system and a plug-in hybrid option depending on configuration. Standard output, around 630 horsepower. Step up to the performance variant, and you're looking at closer to 690 horsepower and nearly 700 pounds-feet of torque. That's supercar territory. In a four-door luxury sedan, the Quattro all-wheel drive system has been tuned to send more power to the rear, making it feel sharper and more playful than before. With launch control engaged, the RS7 rockets from 0 to 60 in about 3.1 seconds, and that's conservative. It feels faster in the real world. Top speed is electronically limited to 155 miles per hour, but with the dynamic package, it goes all the way up to 190 miles per hour. The transmission is a lightning-quick 8-speed automatic that always seems to know the right gear. And with adaptive air suspension and optional carbon ceramic brakes, the RS7 can handle corners like a car half its size, all while remaining comfortable enough to daily drive. It's that dual personality that makes this car so addictive. You can drop the kids off at school, then hit the track and embarrass cars that look far more exotic. Fuel economy isn't the selling point here, but thanks to the hybrid system, you do get better efficiency than before. In electric-only mode, the plug-in version can do around 25 to 30 miles of silent driving, perfect for city commutes. But let's be honest, nobody's buying the RS7 to save fuel. They're buying it for that growl, that surge of power, that grin it puts on your face when you floor it. Now, let's talk numbers. The 2026 Audi RS7 starts at around $130,000, but with options like the Performance Pack, upgraded audio systems, ceramic brakes, and custom interior finishes, you can easily spec it north of $160,000. Expensive? Yes, but compared to competitors like the Mercedes-AMG GT63 and BMW M8 Gran Coupe, it's right in line. And for many, the RS7 offers the perfect balance between understated luxury and outrageous performance. You're not screaming for attention with a flashy badge or wild designate. It's more of a stealth bomber. Only people who know. So here's the bottom line. The 2026 Audi RS7 isn't just an update, it's an evolution. It's faster, smarter, more efficient, and still every bit as menacing as its predecessors. It's the kind of car that doesn't ask you to choose between practicality and performance. It simply gives you both. If you want a daily driver that can turn into a monster at the push of a pedal, this is one of the very best out there. That wraps up today's review here on Car Flash. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the 2026 Audi RS7, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more unfiltered car content, and drop a comment below with what you think of this beast. Would you take it over the AMG GT63 or the BMW M8 Gran Coupe? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.